was only the children of Israel, you know. That was only your people. Because we're not Africans. Africans round us up and sold us to the Grecians and put us on slave ships. So we can't. No, not all of them. Come. You see, in my claim Africa.
Come then, man.
But what I'm telling you, I'm proving it with the Bible. I'm not using my own words. Right? So I'm going to prove to you that slave ships was there, and it was because we didn't listen to the Father why we went on slave ship. It wasn't that the one day the white man just wake up and say, let me go grab them Jamaican. Let me go and grab those Africans. Because we weren't called those names before.
What about the Chinese?
The Chinese?
Yeah.
Them is our enemy.
Oh.
All nations is your enemy if they're not Israelite. And I'm going to prove that to you with the scriptures. Get me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Because we got the laws from Moses. Remember he went to Pharaoh and said, let my people go? That was your people. Because he only went to the children of Israel, the Israelites. There was other nations and Moses never came out then. Right, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to speak with the children of Israel.
With everybody.
With the children of Israel.
With the Chinese man.
With the children of Israel.
With the Arab man.
With the children of Israel.
You are the children of Israel. Moses is only speaking to the children of Israel. So he don't care about the other nations. Read 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 15. It shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It said, it will come to pass if the Israelites don't listen to the voice of their God.
To observe to do all his commandments.
Some of them.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Right. He said, cursed shall we be in the city. Anywhere in the world that you go to, and there's a ghetto, who you find in there? So-called black people. Because we're not the color of your shirt. And that's why we get things mixed up. We shouldn't call ourselves black people. Right. Right. But now, right, they call you brown man, but that's a good, that's better than black. Because you is a brown man. Right. But that's a better terminology than a black man. Because we know that nobody don't look like your shirt. And none of them is white. When have you seen a man look like this piece of paper? Or my jumper? No man on the planet don't look like that.
When they call me brown, I'm not supposed to be a thing.
No. Because that's a well, it's a color, but the true identity is an Israelite. But if you're gonna be named a color, better you be brown man, because that's your color. We're different shades of brown, but we're supposed to get back our power by knowing who we are. Right. Right. That's right, brother. You know the thing?
Yes, brother.
Right. So therefore, that's what we need to come back to our heritage, and our heritage is knowing who we are.
I know I am.
Knowing, right, right, but you call yourself.
I must know who I am.
All right, but all right then. But who are you? Right. Right, that's right. Now you're coming back to origins, because if somebody when you write down,
explain who me is, but we know me.
all right then. But if you write down on the application, they're not gonna say what's the nationality.
I'm gonna tell them Israelite.
All right then. That's what you have to tell them. Brother, take a flyer. Take a flyer.
Don't run like it. I run away from the Israelite here, man.
And you should tell your people.
All your sisters, big.
You should tell your brother them. Don't call himself Jamaican.
No, call him Israelite.
Israelite.
I mean, I know when them are born. You know when they are born.
All right.
Bless it, yeah?
One more thing. You have to grow your beard.
Eh?
You have to grow your beard.
Yeah, but you keep bumping like that.
No, but you get bumps because you shave. Don't worry about the of our people are waking up, man.
That's right.
And coming back to the truth.
Waking up.
This is why we're out here, because we want to see our people come back to their heritage, man.
Right.
But a lot of our people don't want to take it up. They walk on by. But you see, with little sister, she take heed. With brother, he might take heed. And each one can teach one, man.
Right.
So that's why we're supposed to be out here diligently, because those are the people that we come out to speak to, man. You have a precept? What's your holding? Oh, yeah. You got that? Oh, no. That was before when I'm waiting. Yeah. He's got first on 3
This is book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not.
See, this world, they don't know us as the children of God, the children of Yahawah, because they're in this world, man. And the world never know Yahawashi,
Right.
because he come to get the children of Israel. And the hard-headed ones never want to know him, because they was loving this world, man. But we got to love the words of the Heavenly Father and His Son. We have to come back to our laws, statutes, and commandments, and no boy can't test with it. We ain't got no weapons of mass destruction. We ain't got our own money. We ain't got our own land. But the Lord will give us all them things once we start being obedient.
Right.
So we don't have to run down nothing. Hey. We don't have to run down nothing on this world, in this earth, man. Because everything belongs to us. So we just have to stop following a bag of foolishness.
Right.
And start following the Lord, man. Read Baruch for our man.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever. And the law that endureth forever.
These laws are here forever, man.
Right.
Don't listen to no pastor that tells you that Christ came and died and now the laws are done away with. The Lord said they endure forever. So why does the Christian church tell you that laws are done away with? That's because He don't want you to get the salvation. Because the only way you can get salvation is keeping commandments. That's why we read in Acts 5 and 29, we ought to obey God rather than man. Read that back from the beginning.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
Bring it out.
This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
That's right.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All day what?
All they that keep it shall come to life.
So all the people them who don't keep the commandments are dead, man.
Right.
Because you're not coming to life if you're not keeping the commandments. Read it again.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
Bring it out.
This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. But such as leave it shall die. But such that leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. That thou mayest be illuminated.
That's why the Lord said, let your light shine, man. The only way you can be illuminated if you're keeping the commandment. Because you're separate people unto the Lord. Because He only gave the children of Israel the commandments.
Right.
That's what makes us set apart, man. Read the precept.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16. Let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Right. So we're supposed to let the people them see our good works.
Right.
And the good works is not working on the Sabbath.
Right.
The good works is reverencing the Father. The good works is gathering with your people and telling them that the Lord don't love everybody, that they only love you. We're not going to be like the pastors and tell them smooth words and fool up the people them. Because we're supposed to tell the truth. And that's part of the 10. And they're not even keeping that because they're lying. They're telling the whole congregation a lie just for monetary gain. They don't pay no taxes. That's why they tell the lies. That's why the churches is tax-free and tax-exempt, so that they can keep perpetrating the lies. That's their reward, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
You see, this law of life is a law for our heritage, man. Because we're the only one, that's how we know that this is our heritage. Because the Father said it. All throughout the scriptures, he's telling you to come back to your heritage. Come back to knowing who you are. Come back to wearing your garments and wearing your fringes. Come back to following the dietary laws, your ceremonial laws. Come back to your heritage, man. We can't do that if we conform to this world. That's telling you that you can hug up with all nations and have children with them and do all manner of evil. You got a law and an instruction book to get your true life, man, as a children of Israel. We can't box up with the other nation. The Lord telling us to trust them.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 24 and verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for an heritage unto the general congregation of Jacob. Faint not to be strong in the Lord, that he may confirm you. Cleave unto him, for the Lord Almighty is Yahawah alone, and beside him there is no other Savior.
See? We can't get saving from no other nation.
Right.
Beside Yahawah, our power, there's nobody that can save us, man.
Right.
We got to come back to the scriptures and look for salvation and let the Lord be merciful unto us, man. And we can't get that if we're not keeping no commandments.
Right.
613 commandments in the scriptures. Why is the church only telling you about 10, man? Why is that? Because he wants you not to get salvation. That shows you how wicked the pastors are. Because he's supposed to be the man that's leading his congregation.
Right.
But he's leading them down to a road of death. We spoke to a pastor man here today, and he said all he's interested in is how do we get permission to come out here and speak foolishness unto the people them. We're asking him, what is it that you're going to speak to them? He's going to tell them that the Lord loves everybody.
That's right.
Because he's thinking about coming on the street, and the more people that he get, that's more money in the collection pan. That's all he's talking and thinking about. He's not thinking about leading the people down the straight and narrow gate, man. He wants them to go through the broad and narrow. Broad and wide, I mean. Sorry, Salaki. Broad and wide. And he's sending our people to destruction. They're walking up and down past us like they're frightened away. Because the pastor told them, stay away from those people. And we are the people them that's really trying to save them. Right. And the truth, it hurts.
That's right.
That's why that saying is there. The truth hurts. It will hurt the other nations when we tell them, say, the Lord hear them.
Right.
That's hurtful to them. When we tell them, no matter even if you keep the commandments, you can't be saved. Because your bloodline ain't of the children of Israel.
Right.
And that's just why it is. I'm not talking my vain opinion. We can read it in the scriptures all day long. That the Father who made heaven and earth only cares about the children of Israel, and that's not the Israeli man, the children who went on slave ships. And we can read it in the Bible for everybody to hear, but it hurts them to hear this truth. Read it.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
See, we can't do nothing against this truth. So if the Lord said, I hate all the other nations, that's how it is. It's not our vain opinion. We're reading it from the scriptures. Read it.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
Right, and get me Psalms 119 plus 142. Because the truth is the Lord's of the Bible. That's the truth.
That's right.
That's the whole truth for the children of Israel. The Lord said, if we leave the commandments, we will die, man. But if we keep them, we will come to life. But a lot of people, seems like they're choosing to die. Willfully, man. Read that.
Psalm 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness. And thy law is the truth.
Like what?
And thy law is the truth.
The law is the truth. Keeping your commandments, wearing your fringes, keep your Sabbath day holy, follow the Passover, the Feast of Dedication, Feast of Tabernacle. Those are the ordinances we're meant to be keeping. Eating right, so that we won't get sick.
Right.
Because the Lord will put sickness on us if we don't follow the dietary laws.
Right.
It's as plain as simple. There's do's and there don'ts. So we need to go in the do line, man. And that's the obedient line.
Right.
We don't willfully want to go against the Father because he will bring destruction on us. He don't care if we're his children. That's why when you have a friend, you have the daughter and then them have them friend, you're not going to beat them if they mash up your things. You're going to whoop your own child. That's what the Lord is doing to his children, because he don't care about the other people. He run them out of his house.
Right.
He don't want them in there. And my mother used to say, don't bring them back in my yard. That's what the Lord is saying to his children. Don't bring those people around me, man.
Right.
I only want you in my congregation. So what you're doing, married on to these people, cast them aside, man.
Right.
Follow me. I'm sorry. Which one is that? Right. Which one, Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Every man thinks six.
Deuteronomy chapter 17 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee.
See, we have to choose one from amongst our brethren that we must follow, man. If they're not of our people and they're not keeping the commandments, we can't follow them. Because we've got people who's our people that love the world. So we can't follow them. We have to choose somebody that's mindful of the Lord, man. And who the Lord chose to be king over us. And he's going to choose somebody from amongst our brethren.
That's right.
Which is our kinfolk. And this is what we have to understand. And what most people will never understand and don't want to understand, that the Father don't love everybody. He said, how can he have one emotion? And when you say that, if the Lord killed everybody on earth and left Noah, how the hell is he going to love everybody if he killed everybody and left 8 people? It's simple as that. But we don't think that deep. We just think about what the pastor tell you. And what the pastor telling you don't make no sense, man. Because this ain't Christianity up here. This is heritage and law keepers up here.
Right.
That's all what we're doing. We don't follow no religion. We follow a standard that the Lord gave unto us, which is to follow him. And people say that they follow Christ and they follow the Lord, but you don't keep none of his statutes or his commandments or his feast days. Nothing you do. You follow Esau walking up and down in lady clothes and thongs and belly out a door and all them things there. Not supposed to be doing that. We gonna follow those people, man. And he said, don't conform to this world. And we got our people conforming to that and normalizing it. But the Lord said, nah, no matter with that, man. I will destroy you in a heartbeat. So we have to stay firm on our commandments, man. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah and the 8 persons.
What?
But saved Noah the 8 persons.
You see, he saved not the old world, but saved Noah and the 8 persons. Read on.
A preacher of righteousness, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning and bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
You see the Lord bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So in that time, everybody on the world was ungodly, man. And that's why the Lord brought in the flood and drowned off everybody. But yet people will say, oh, he loves everybody. So why he never saved those people then? If he loved everybody. You see where it don't make sense when you talk them foolishness.
Right.
But you're talking because you heard it from the pastor. So the pastor must be right. Even though he's sleeping with your wife, you still believe in him. Pastor love sleep with people wife. Pastor love thief people money.
Right.
Pastor love preach lies.
That's right.
But he's the one who's supposed to be leading the congregation to the road of salvation. How is he doing that if he's committing fornication, adultery, and all manner of evil, robbing the congregation? He's a crook, a liar, and a thief. And that's part of the 10. But we follow them. We follow them willfully. When the scriptures say, don't follow a multitude to the evil, sister. You hear about the Israelites? Where's your father from? Jamaica. That's good. Because that would make you a part of the children of Israel. And now, I like, what's that? Oh, I thought it was a dress. But you know that the children of Israel have got commandments to keep, because as I was speaking when you stopped, did you know that the Father who made heaven and earth don't love everybody? Did you know that? Do you know that God who made heaven and earth don't love everybody? Don't worry about that. It's not going to be on you. That he don't love everybody. He only loved the children of Israel. Did you know that? So that's why we're out here. When I asked you who your father was, because I know that you could be, well, I thought you could be part of the children of Israel. Now, we're a special people to the Father. We're so special that he beat us so that we can start to listen. Because if your children is rude, have you got children? Have you when you was rude, did you get beaten? Because what? You wasn't listening to your father, your mother and your father. So you would get a beating, innit? And that's what the Lord did to the children of Israel. When we went on slave ships, that was a beating. The other nations didn't just wake up one morning and say, let me grab those people. It was because we was disobedient. So the Lord sent the other nations, get me that, Deuteronomy 28 and 46. I'm going to use some scriptures to let you know what I'm speaking is true.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
These that's the things that our people wake up on a Sabbath day and choose to do. We're out here speaking righteousness into the ears of our children of Israel. Now, it says, these curses shall be upon us for a sign and for a wonder. So, this is how we know we are the children of Israel, by these curses in Deuteronomy. Now, it said these signs, read on.
And upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Which the Lord shall send against thee. Which the Lord shall send against thee. In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Now, I'm going to start with the first one. It says in hunger. Do we own Tesco's? Sainsbury's? Asda? Right, so we have to serve our enemies. We have to go to our enemies for the food. That's why they can put grapes with no seed in it. That's why they can put GMOs in the food, because we're serving our enemies and we can't do nothing about it. So we have to go to them for food. And then it says for thirst. Rain comes from the sky for free. Water's for free. So then why is a nation bottling it up and selling it to us? And then they're putting all fluoride and all nastiness in the water that's supposed to be good. So you got to be wicked to do those things. Right. Then it says for clothes, nakedness. All your clothes that you got, you went to the so-called another nation to get your clothing. We picked all the cotton, but we don't own no textile company. And even if we do, we got to buy our machines, our products, everything from the other nation. Even if we got food, a food shop, we have to buy all our produce from the other nations. So it says in want of all things, a passport, driver's license, education, everything we have to go to the other nations, so they're going to teach us what they want to teach us. That's why you see a lot of our people doing homeschooling, because everything they teach you in the school, they're never going to use it in a job. Never. I know people that went to Cambridge University and they're working, doing Uber Eats and stuff, because that education is rubbish. The education that you need is what the scriptures say as an Israelite. Now, none of these scriptures is here to bash our people, but I'm reading it from the scriptures because you trust in the Bible, sis. All right, Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. Verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
It says a woman. What's that? I see you touch it. Right. It's so you know. As an Israelite, we're meant to be wearing dresses, right? But it says it, the women are supposed to be wearing dresses.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So when a man is wearing a dress and a woman is wearing a trousers, they're cross-dressing. Because when you go to the bathroom, you go to the sign that says ladies dress. You never see a ladies on the thing with the trousers. So that shows you that even the other nations know the women is supposed to be wearing dresses. And women only started wearing trousers in the late 50s and early 60s because they want to be like the man. That's why they said, I wear the trousers now. No, you don't. That's the commandments for the women of the children of Israel. The other nations can wear it because they're not Israelites. Do you eat pork, sis? Do you eat pork? Bacon? Yeah. Right? Get me that. See, this is the commandment. We're not supposed to be doing those things.
Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not to eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you.
You're not even supposed to breeze past it in the supermarket and pick it up and see what's this one like? We're not supposed to touch it, sis. And these are the things that made us go, not just that, but because we broke laws. Because when we go to church, the pastor only tell you about the 10 laws. And most people in the church are breaking the 10. But we got laws, statutes, and commandments. Yes. Do you celebrate Christmas? We're not supposed to do that. Get me that. Jeremiah 10 and 2.
Chapter 10 and verse
2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the size of heaven.
It says, learn not the way of the heathen, which is the other nation who's not Israelites. Right? So you must have heard that Christmas is a pagan thing. Right? That's because that's the heathens thing. Heathens are pagans. Read it.
For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For the custom of the people are vain.
It's the other people's customs to follow Christmas, Easter, Valentine's, Father's Day, Mother's Day. We don't need to do that. The Lord gave us Passover, Feast of Dedication, Feast of Tabernacle, Pentecost. All those are ordinances that we're supposed to follow. We got more holy days than in this place. They ain't got no holy days, they got holidays. Read on.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
So the tree, the Christmas tree, was cut out of the forest by a workman with the axe. Read.
They deck it with silver and with gold. They deck it with silver and with gold.
That's the bubbles on the Christmas tree, silver and gold.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must be brawn, because they cannot go.
Right. The Christmas tree can't carry itself in the house, so it has to be carried in there. They don't speak, but yet people worship the Christmas tree every year. Oh, I'm going to save up for one whole year to buy a Christmas present so that my children can get Christmas present, and then I'm going to give it all the glory unto Father Christmas that come down the chimney, even though I live in a flat with no chimney, but he comes down and give my children all those presents that I work for.
Damn lie.
But you see, that's madness.
And the Bible says only a thief enters
Right.
not through the door.
Right. We're doing coming down chimney. Even the houses that ain't got no chimney. So we're telling lies to our children from their little bit. And the Bible said, thou shalt not lie. That's part of the 10. But we're lying to our children from the beginning, because they know that from one, they're looking for Christmas presents. Read that.
Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
So the Lord ain't smelling no Christmas turkey and dinner and big pork pig head on a platter. He's not celebrating none of that. He don't want to smell those nastiness. Read on. And he said he hates our feast days. So we glorify, we're making Easter and buying Easter eggs when bunnies don't lay eggs. So where does that come from? That's following a deity called Isha, which that's a god, Esther.
Esteroth.
When we follow those things, we're actually worshipping, and the Lord said, don't have no other gods before me. Alright, hey what, let me take this flyer, sis. Give her a flyer. So that's our YouTube channel. Alright then. Thank you for stopping and listening. Alright, thank you. Alright. You see, that's what I like. That's 3 times our people stopped and listened, man, and humbled down and took onto the word. And this is the best thing that we come out here for, man. And I'm going to close out, and next mighty speaker come up and hopefully teach our people, and they will listen, man. And with that, I'm going to say Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Alright, mighty well. Shalawam. Come Yasharallah. Come Yasharallah. Triple honors and glory unto the Most High. Yahawah by Shiva Mashiach Yahawashi.